I am in
Railway Fields Nature Reserve.
Railway Fields
Nature Reserve
with Matt. So that's the entrance of the place. Very nice gates. Looking beautiful. To give us some more information about the place. So Matt, you can tell me a little bit about you and why you chose to dedicate your life to nature.
Well, welcome to Railway Fields. So I'm Matt. I've been working in nature conservation for the last sort of 13, 14 years now. And it all started from a love of being outdoors. And from there it's kind of grown into really wanting to protect spaces like these, but also make sure that people in London, in densely populated areas, have places they can experience nature.
Okay, all right, cool. So give me a little history about this beautiful park.
Yeah. So the name Railway Fields comes from the fact that this used to be a railway goods yard. Where trains, I suppose, coal and other goods were stored for the train network. But since around 1983, the site's been a nature reserve. So it's been here a long time now, but it's gradually developing over the years. So it would have been at the time steam trains, so you could imagine huge amounts of coal dust, huge amounts of noise, of pollution. The air would have been pretty foul. And we often find a lot of the pollutants in the soil even now, years and years later. So it had a profound impact on this space. There would have been very few trees. In fact, we've got one tree on site that would have been there.
Wow.
At that point. There might have been a few more, but all of those are gone now. So everything you see on site is new, really.
Wow, so some people like you, Matt, taking time and plant and make sure they protect that space so nature could take back and help clean up the area and make them more habitable, or at least you can eat some things from the area here.
So yeah, our predecessors from Harringay Council formed this site. And did a lot of planting, added educational facilities, so we've got a small building on site so we can receive school groups, and that's really a big part of what we do, is getting the next generation into these wild spaces and getting them feeling comfortable there and appreciating them.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, I guess you can take me on a tour for me to see this beautiful spot that almost your home it look like to me, but you're very comfortable in that space. So you can take me on a tour so you can give me more information about this beautiful site. Plants that are there, are they edible? If they're edible, I guess you have a lot to teach me this afternoon as I am in your space, so you can tell me more, yes?
Hopefully so. All of the staff here have different levels of expertise on different things, so I'm more of a generalist. But yes, so the site at the moment is kind of like a woodland edge, so we have a lot of trees, but a lot of light hits the ground, so you get thick sort of edge vegetation like you can see here. And this is where a number of plants, you get a real variety of plants. So in terms of foraging, we would highly recommend, because of the history of the site, that you shouldn't eat anything you collect here. Because of the amount of pollutants in the soil, you could really do yourself harm. So please think carefully about where you're foraging. But I can show you plants that can be foraged from somewhere safe. Well, I'm very glad you're here. That's what we're all about, getting people discovering these spaces. So welcome.
Thank you very much. Yes, good. Yes. So you can feel free and you can talk to me about what's around here and and what's edible and etc. in the area, because I'm sure the public would like more knowledge on what you could find there and what's edible there. Yes.
So I'll go through a few that I know. I won't claim to be an expert on such things. But for example, we have a number of young hazel trees on site.
Yes.
So given a few years to mature, hopefully they'll start producing nuts.
With the hazel tree?
We've got a series of little hazel trees here. So they have quite a distinctive shape to the leaf.
Okay, let me just take a bit closer.